Professor Andy Hargreaves är på besök i Sverige i samband med Nordiska skolledarkongressen. Lärarnas tidning frågade honom vad han ser som utbildningsväsendets största utmaningar framöver.
3 years ago, when Dennis Shirley and I wrote The Fourth Way, we said there were 3 or 4 challenges. Obviously financial, because of the worldwide economic collapse, and whether that would mean investing in education or cutting back in education. We talked about the environment and the importance of paying attention to the environment. We talked about a big generational shift in terms of who's in charge, and that the new generations would think differently about teaching in schools than the older generations. These were really the 3 main things that we picked up, and we asked, so what are the implications for schools? The one thing that has changed in those 3 years is now the big world question is schools. Schools are the place where money is now moving. Money is not now moving into finance. Money is now not moving into property. Money and investment and a search for profits is moving into the education market. And this is happening by the connections between national governments and testing companies. It's happening by the connection between national governments and technology companies. And it's happening by the setting up of free schools in Sweden, academies in England, charter schools in North America, as schools that are basically run for profit. So children, in a way, become consumers. And this could be the biggest change in public education for 100 years. And its implications are enormous, enormous. One of them is that a business-driven model prefers an idea that teaching will be easy, teaching will not be hard. Teachers will be quick to prepare, not slow to prepare, in 6 weeks over the holidays. So find them in university, prepare them quickly, don't deter them with a long training program. Teachers will stay 2 or 3 years and not build up expensive pensions while they're enthusiastic and want to do something different, and then they will leave and they will move on to something else. Teachers will be replaced by technology on many occasions. In America now, many states have a regulation that at least one course must be studied online, although there's no evidence yet that technology increases learning. So there is an ideological push really to reduce the impact of teaching, to reduce the cost of teaching, the training of teaching, the professionalism of teaching. And this is creating, for instance in Sweden, a crisis of recruitment into teaching because of the status and because of the pay. And so very soon somebody will say, because of this crisis, we need to find other ways to bring teachers into teaching. We'll have Teach for Sweden, we'll get bright people from universities, we will train them over the summer, they'll give us a few years, and then 2/3 of them will leave and go somewhere else. It has massive implications. So one way the world may go is this way, and it's the English way and the American way. And the other way it may go is the way of Finland or Singapore, which are the highest performing countries, where teachers have sufficient pay. Singapore teachers are paid the same as engineers, and when they enter the profession, so they bring in the best maths and science teachers into teaching. They have 3 different career tracks. So their careers are always taken care of, monitored. They can move from one to another. They progress. They can take sabbaticals overseas to do a master's degree. They must just come back and tell people what they've learned. So there are many intrinsic motivational factors. Singapore teachers regard it as an honour to take a difficult class or to move to a difficult school. It's a service to your country, it's a service to your people, and it's a sign of your status and your competence that they want you to work in a difficult place. Finnish teachers feel they contribute to their society. They have strong habits of very high capacity in creating curriculum together in each municipality. And they're also very highly qualified with 5 years from universities with a master's degree. So this is really more both the Finnish way, the Singaporean way, and to some extent the Canadian way, with high quality teachers who are well prepared, who have individual human capital of all the qualifications, collective social capital, of ability to work together over long periods of time, and what we call the decisional capital, which is the time, the preparation, the coaching to develop at least 8 years of experience making judgments, about 10,000 hours, so that you stay long enough to be really at the top of your game, so that teaching has some of the most excellent people within the profession, not leaving after 2 or 3 years, but staying in for at least 8 through 20.